The price of Tesla has declined due to the recent earnings, and in today's video we are going to analyze the company in regards what happened in this recent Q and also give a picture on how it's going to affect the company's life. So in general, we are going to oversee what the CEO Elon Musk have said in the earnings call and how did it affect actually the current price of the company. So if you are interested in regards of investments, feel free to subscribe to the channel and comment the next stock that you would like to get analyzed. And if you would like to start investing, feel free to check out the link provided by eToro, where you can easily just access the platform and invest in a lot of companies. So we are going to first understand how big of a deal this is. And we are going to check the earnings, actually, what happened in the earnings. So we can see that their EPS, normalized actual, was missing by 10 cents, and their actual GAAP EPS was missing about 6 cents. So this is something not very huge, but there has been a slightly bigger revenue surprise, which is there is a positive 759 million US dollars. So this has surprised the people, even though the stock has declined. The financial earnings call wasn't that bad. And soon we are going to get inside what actually Elon Musk said. So the current price to earnings ratio of the company is going to be 61 or almost 62, which is quite high if we look at from the price to earnings ratio, and the forward is going to be 90. So then you can have the question, how is the earnings per share are going to happen? And we know that the earnings per share is very important when it comes to valuing a company. So let's get on actually what happened in the earnings call. So a quick summary, I wrote that, as you can already see, they have received a very high revenue in the Q2. This is actually quite good, especially in the past months. We had some feedbacks that the EV business is slowing down, so at least the revenue side is okay. And it's also showing you right now that their free cash flow position is quite strong. We are going to get to the debt and cash situation very quickly. And what is very, very important too is they are expecting a big capex. Also, this is very important so that the company is keep being developed in a way. And we can also see that they have going to they are expecting that the new FSDs, the self-driving technology, will be a huge improvement into their customer satisfaction. And also, which was very exciting, that they are going to introduce Optimus, which is a humanoid robot, in 2026 to help in production. I'm going to show a small video about this robot. It's something very new, and again, Tesla is being the groundbreaker, introducing it quite soon. In a way, of course, I don't know how efficient is it. What we know that Tesla is controlling a lot of the part of the supply chain, so they manage the production, also the selling. So this could bring a lot of improvement on the cost side on the long run, and also developing something very new. And the new Megapack factory in China is expected to double or triple the output, which is quite good if we look at the way that Tesla has to be compatible in the Asian market, as well as we know that China is a huge market for electrical cars. So let's look into the financials, and I'm going to disappear for a second so you will see the whole Excel sheet. You can see that the revenue trailing month is still slightly lower. We don't know exactly what to expect by the end of the year. Actually, there is expectations, but I rather stay just on the Q basis. You can see that the gross margin has stayed the same, but the net margin has fallen with 1%, which is not that terrible if you look at the total picture. And also you see that Tesla just became profitable in the recent years. So this is not something that I'm that worried about. Of course, there is 2 more Qs left to get the 2024 picture. Although let's say that their previous years were significantly good and now things are getting back to normal in a way. And I was very curious, how is it with their, well, let's say closest competitor, and that's, I think, BYD. And so BYD is having much lower net margin. Also, it's very hard to compare the two companies as they're having a little bit different segments, and Tesla is only producing electric cars, where BYD is still doing the regular auto manufacturing, and also they are assembling buses. So it's a little bit different model, although it's very important to see and compare. And if we look at the BYD's free cash flow, it's much more significant. Well, Tesla's free cash flow has been declining, and this is very hard to estimate and make a good discounted cash flow. This is why I don't really invest in Tesla, even though it is a tremendous company. And if we go back a little bit to the health, which we can see it from the balance sheet, we can actually see that their net debt is negative, which means that they have a lot of cash and low debt according to it. So if we want to see that on Seeking Alpha, we can just simply scroll down and get an information about it. They have 31 billion cash and only almost, well, not almost, but 12.5 billion total debt. That means they have a huge cash position, which could be good for the investors. So in generally, let's say that the recent earnings call was not terrible. I was expecting actually worse. Although let's say that it's very hard to price in accordingly Tesla. I don't know the future growth, but it is a very interesting company. It's not included in my portfolio. And if we want to compare the total return versus total return with the S&P, so benchmark it, we can basically see that in a 1 year range, we would have lost almost 17% of our money if we would have invested in Tesla. But of course, if we look at a little bit bigger scope and go with the long-term mindset, then we can see that Tesla have actually brought a very significant growth in the past 5 years. So this was in general my looking back on what happened in the Q. Tesla is still profitable in this way, but also we have seen some struggles on the earnings per share side. So if you would like to see more videos, feel free to subscribe. Also, don't forget to comment down the next stock that I should analyze. See you in the next one.